Hello and welcome to Frank's vlog. No cats at the moment. They'll probably be here before long. You might have noticed that when I'm posting these introductory uh, videos, getting ready for the big telling, I've changed the name. I go FSVL for Frank's vlog. The reason I do that, I've been doing that, is because that gives me a little bit more uh, space to give a title to each one of the videos that I'm putting on. This, if I give a title to this one, I'm going to call it Excuses, because I want to explain reasons, some reasons you might not realize why my work here is going to be less than perfect, to say the least. Uh, uh, so I didn't want to leave them out. Yesterday, or the last time, oh, this, by the way, is, let me think, this is the ninth, yeah, Monday. This is the ninth day of Frank's vlog. Uh, no, well, I think it's the, I don't know what it is. What is today, Monday? I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'll figure it out when I post it. I had been saying that I have these pages and these groups and all this stuff online. It's hard for me to keep it sorted out, plus my channel. I also wanted to mention email. I mean, I check my email pretty often. For an old man, that gets pretty complicated in this new kind of a world. And being an old man is one of my excuses. I'm almost 78. I'm 77, and in a couple of weeks I'm going to be 78. So I'm going to throw that as an excuse. More excuses. My livestock, they're of great importance to me, although they're not pets, but I care for them a little bit like you might a pet. And I've got about 15 goats. I've got 17 pigs, 5 cats, not counting one upstairs, a dog. 5 chickens. Besides myself here, there's 2 other humans, all kind of in this domain. And they all need to be okay. They need to be looked after. Another thing, I've laid the limitation on myself that I'm doing everything as fossil fuel free as I possibly can. Now, doing things fossil fuel free is virtually impossible in the modern world. But there'll come a time where we're going to have to learn to do that. And that makes it a good bit more complicated and in a way simpler. But anyway, that should be kept in mind when I sound a little crazy or get stuff mixed up. And still, another thing, I'm founding a school and I'm founding a village, trying to. We'll see how far I can get with that. But it's part of my daily activities. So those are excuses. I wanted to get them out there. Now, the only other thing I want to say today is that this, or deal with today, is that this effort to tell the story, I said I'm the only one who knows it. Well, that's true as far as I know it. But there are a few others who know it pretty well. And I just wanted to mention them. If something would happen and I could not finish this story, I feel that the story is important enough that it still should be told. And it has been, a lot of it's been written. Well, the ones who know the story, because they've read it, there's a woman up at the church that I attend, where I'm the organist. Betty Johnstone is her name. She's older than me by maybe 4 years, but she loves to read fiction, and she has read the entire 3rd draft of it, and she liked it. She said it was good. It was one of the reasons that I kept going, actually, when she started, and I was so hesitant. What's she going to think? She says, it's good. So she knows it. I don't know how much of it all she'd remember or be able to put all together, because it's rather vast. Another one who knows it somewhat is my former roommate, Mike Knapp. Knapp, Mike Knapp. He has written some books of his own, and he was an English major at Harvard like I was, and he did me the grace of reading what I've done, and he wanted to see more. I need to contact him again to tell him what I'm up to here with this telling, because I really respect his knowledge of literature. Then there is well, there's a couple, Audrey and Matt and Audrey Zubak, recently married within this year, and I've told them the whole story pretty much in this very room, because they've worked with me a lot, and they're authors by themselves. Again, I don't know how much of it that they could all put together in order, but they've heard the whole story as far as I know of it. Then there's Joyce Campbell Riston. She has read it all online, done me the favor of doing that, and like so many of the rest of them, I think she'd have a lot of trouble putting it in order, but she basically knows the story. And then one other, the one who knows it best of all, I would have to say, is Wayne Frost. Wayne Frost, I've mentioned him. In some ways, he's collaborating with me in some ways, because he's giving me so much advice. He is a tremendous artist. He's older than me by about 8 years, but he is so sharp. He and Joyce, the woman I just mentioned, were in the Peace Corps with me, so we've known for a very long time. Now Ed Crotty, he knows the story somewhat. He also was in the Peace Corps with us. Pat Campbell, but I just don't think they could, any of them could quite piece it together. Unless if they got my materials, they probably could. Now to go on with the rest of it, Wayne Frost probably could. I don't know. So I just wanted to mention them. Those are real people now. They're not, when I get telling the story, I'm going to be dealing with fiction. I'm going to be naming characters that are not real. But those are real, the ones that I just mentioned. And I hope that they don't mind that I did mention them. I think that's probably it for now. I've only got 2 or 3 more videos, I think, like this about the telling before I actually should start telling. Bye for now.